Hey guys, RTT back here for another video. Guys, today we'll be breaking down the tech specs of the brand new Surface Duo 2. And yes, I already pre-ordered it, guys. I am ready for October 21st. My apologies in the video earlier today. I said October 5th. The reason why was because in the live stream, the guy did say that all these products would be available on October 5th. And what he was referring to is all the products but the Surface Duo 2 would be available on October 5th. The Surface Go 3 and the Surface Pro 8 will be available to purchase and pick up on October 5th. So let's go ahead and get right into it, guys. Let's look at the tech specs. So also another thing that was interesting was the price of this device is actually $100 more than it was last year. So it was actually $14.99 for the 256 gigabyte model, and then it's $512 for 512 gigabyte model. It's actually $15.99. Now, when I pre-ordered it earlier, I was actually kind of surprised, mainly because of the fact when I went to pre-order it, it was sold out. Yeah, the pre-order, when you went to pre-order earlier, it said sold out for all the Obsidian models. And for the Glacial models, I tried to pre-order the 128 gigabyte and it sold out instantly. So I had to buy the 256 gigabyte model. Since then, it looks like their website is now back up and you can actually go ahead and pre-order it again. But when I went to pre-order earlier, when it first came out, it was absolutely sold out. Go to Microsoft though for going ahead and making it so you pre-order it again. I'm not sure if you pre-order it after that sold out window, if they will go ahead and still ship you it on the 21st. My guess would be yes, but it looks like there was a sold out window that did go ahead and happen. So if you didn't see that, guys, it was a really interesting time. I was at work at a time when I went to go ahead and pre-order it, and it was instantly sold out. Go ahead and see if I could pull up a picture for you guys. And let me see if this will actually focus. Will it focus? Okay, I don't think it's going to focus, but it says out of stock, out of stock, out of stock for all the Obsidian models. And for the Glacier models, only one was available, 256 gigabytes, and that's the one I pre-ordered, which, to be honest, is only $100 more, so I didn't have an issue. Now, me personally, I like the Glacier model better. I know the Obsidian model looks nice. I just like the basic of what we had before. So here is what the actual phone looks like. As you guys can see, we have a SIM card slot right here. We have USB Type-C. We have 5.5 millimeter thickness. And you guys can see the camera bump is not that actually bad. I mean, I thought it was going to be a lot worse than it was. As you guys can see, it's just a tad bit raised up. Not too awful. We also have a camera right here. We have the receiver, and we have the volume fingerprint reader / power button now. That's interesting. We have exactly what we have on the Fold 3 pretty much. We have a speaker down here, a microphone right here, and a speaker up here. Now in the back, we have a flash sensor right here. We also, of course, have an ultra wide, a wide, and a telephoto. This is a 16 megapixel right here wide, 12 megapixel, and 12 megapixel. We have a microphone right up there, the volume rocker, and obviously the fingerprint reader. And is this a camera? Okay, maybe not. That is kind of a thick boyo on that camera right there. All right, so the display is a dual pixel fusion display, opens 8.3 inches, a resolution of 2688 by 1892. It's a single pixel sense screen, 5.8 inch AMOLED, 1344 by 1892. It's a 401 ppi HDR, wide color 100%, dual display with 90 hertz refresh rate. So the Fold 3 is 120 hertz. These screens, each screen is 90 hertz each. So that's something to take in consideration. I made a video earlier talking about if you should pick these up or not versus the Fold 3, which one you should pick up. Display material is, of course, Gorilla Glass Vicious. I talked about that earlier. Now, the battery life is actually better on this device than it is on the Fold 3. The Fold 3 is a 4400 milliamp battery. This is a 4449 milliamp battery. Typical, and it says minimum 4344 milliamp battery. Interesting. Camera specs. Like I said before, it's a wide angle, is a 12 megapixel camera, and my bad, actually the ultra wide is the 16 I apologize for that. The wide is a 12 megapixel camera with f1.7. The telephoto is a 12 megapixel camera with a 2.4, and an ultra wide 16 megapixel camera f2.2. The front facing camera is a 12 megapixel camera. Let me go ahead and see if I can zoom in any bit for you guys. I just want to make it so you guys can see a tad bit better on the screen here. So if you guys are reading at home, you know, that should be that's a lot better. I think that's a lot better. All right, so we have a flash dual LED dual color flash. Interesting. We have a photo, which is auto mode with low light and HDR multi-frame photo capture and dynamic range scene detection. Dedicated night photography mode. That is huge. I will tell you right now, not every single camera is good for nighttime photography. I'm right now shooting on a Canon SD Mark II. This is god awful at nighttime photography. If I pull out my A7 III, it's absolutely gorgeous at nighttime photography. There's a huge difference. So that means, what that means is most likely this phone is going to have really high ISO levels. ISO is pretty much you add light to the sensor. Pretty much that's what it is. Nonetheless though, for example, this camera right here, ISO can only go up to, I think it's like 4,000. My Sony A7 III is like 40,000. It's a little bit difference there, you guys know what I'm saying. Anyway though, portrait mode with adjustable depth control. Portrait mode supported for wide and telephoto camera. Machine learning used for portrait mode. Panorama, I know this word too, that's the worst. Panorama mode with wide dynamic range. I know I said it incorrectly. I don't know why I can't say that word right now. Capture short video during photo capture with long press. That's something on the iPhone has. Capture photos during video recording. Okay. Now for video recording, you can record in HDR. You can record in 4K at 30 or 60 FPS. 1080p recording at 30 or 60 FPS. Slow motion video at 120 or 240 FPS. I'm guessing that's saying in 4K. That's absolutely amazing. Okay, that's something that we only see with the Sony A7S III, which of course is at 120 FPS recording at 4K. All right, so no 8K obviously. You pretty much guessed that, right? All right, so neckboard connectivity, Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth 5.1, NFC for payments and provisions, 5G across the board, also LTE, that kind of stuff too. Now for processor, we have a Qualcomm Snapdragon 888 5G mobile platform. We have a storage and memory, 128 gigabyte, 256 gigabyte, and 512 gigabyte. We also have 8 gigabytes of RAM. 512 is an option? Wait, what? Timeout. I did not see 512 as an option. Oh, it is. It's not an option. Okay, it's not an option for Glacier. It's only an option for Obsidian. Interesting. Okay. That's what I was kind of confused about. Okay. That makes sense. Okay, so it's not an option for both. Now, for the software, I got a comment about this. It's running Android 11. Android 11, guys, not Android 10. This will be out of the box with Android 11. Video playback, it does, you can run 4K video playback, but it has to be through a display cable connected to an external monitor. You cannot run 4K playback on this device. What's inside the box? You have the Surface Zero 2, the USB-C cable, the SIM ejection tool, and that is it. You are not getting a free bumper this year. They made a very big deal about cutting down on the economic waste this year, so you are not getting a free bumper. Now, sensors, you have all these sensors right here. You got a fingerprint sensor, Hall sensor, so on and so on. Battery life is up to 15.5 hours of local video playback. Just for reference, the iPhone 13 Pro Max is going to go ahead and be 28 hours, while the iPhone 12 Pro is 22 hours, just for reference there. Up to 28 hours of talk time. Now, here we go. Battery charging. Fast charging available with their power brick, which I don't believe comes with it. It does not come with it. No, you have to get your own power brick. But it does have fast charging, but it does not support wireless charging. Now, it does support wireless transfer, wireless power transfer, which means you can go ahead and have a device on top of it like an S Pen and actually charge an S Pen. That's pretty much that, though. Video conferences. You can conference at 1080p at 30 FPS on Skype or Microsoft Teams. It does have a 1 eSIM and 1 nano SIM, so dual SIM for this device. Connectivity is USB-C, unlocked for all carriers. Going down here, external serial, yeah, Gorilla Glass, it just says that again. Pen and Lincoln supports our multi-generation of Surface Slim Pen, Surface Pen, and Surface Hub 2 Pen. And 1 year warranty. So guys, that is what the Surface Duo 2 is. That's all the specs. If you guys were wondering what, how good is this device, what is it, is it right for me? Hopefully this video did help you out to really figure that one out. And overall though, this is what it looks like. If we go ahead and go down here, obviously we have a lot of cool stuff. We have right here, which is the little menu thing, which is of course for phone calls. When it's on phone calls, this turns blue. When it's on notifications, that's what it shows. For volume, right here, and then for battery charging, it would be green or red depending if it's charged or charging, which is really, really cool. And then if we go down here, you guys can see this is a little graphic of it. If I go ahead and slide to the right here, bam, all the way, closed phone, 360 degrees. You guys already know. So guys, hopefully this video helped you out. If it did, make sure to like, subscribe, and down below. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.